Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters across the world. Peace and blessings be upon you all. As you can tell, that was quite a reduced, energetic intro as you all used to. Because it's a kind of different video, it's not as hyperactive as it normally is in order to keep your attention. In an age of decreasing attention capacity, I'm doing my best to adapt to that. But anyway, more to the point, I had a question that I'd seen online recently. Actually, I've been seeing it quite a lot over the internet and on TV and on the news and things like that. And it's this term, British Muslim. What does it mean to be a British Muslim? Or more specifically, what does it mean to be a youth and to be a British Muslim? Why can I not say this? British Muslim in today's society. So I was kind of thinking about this, and I don't know. That's the answer to the question. I don't know what it is. I mean, what does it mean to be British? For one, I feel like I'm really struggling to say this word. British, yes, there we go. Does it mean that, you eat fish and chips, you watch Coronation Street, you drink a bit of tea, I saw this kind of post not long ago, and it was talking about things that most people define as being British, and it's like they weren't even the sources of where these things came from. They weren't even from England. Like things like fish and chips was like imported from some other place. Tea came from China. St. George, apparently his parents were like from somewhere in the Middle East. So like, what do you mean by British? Like, I think we need some definitions of what British values are and what all this kind of stuff is. Then maybe as Muslims can like figure out whether we fit in the box or not. But I mean, I'd like to think I'm quite British. I was very sad. Almost ruined my holiday. 2014 when England lost the World Cup. Seriously, it was on the 4th day of my holiday, and it almost like just ruined the whole thing. I was like, I don't want to go out, don't want to go to the beach. I was in Lanzarote when we was watching it, and it just ruined my day, ruined the next week after that. So I see that as being quite British in nature. If you know, please leave a comment below as to what it means, what you think it means to be a British Muslim, because it's a question that I've not really kind of figured out, and to be honest, it's not one that I really care about. I just feel like I have bigger kind of worries and concerns in life, about being a better person, and how am I going to kind of do my bit to achieve world peace? How can I reform myself into seeing good in, and just British Muslim, whether I'm British or not, it doesn't really kind of fall into my list of things that I prioritize. And I think society falls into this problem as well, as prioritizing the wrong thing. Like, oh well, are you really British, or do you conform to my values? What about if I'm just a nice person and I live in peace, I'm a peaceful person? Like, is that not good enough? No? Do I need to watch EastEnders every week? Like, what do British Muslims need to do in order to make you feel that, okay, they're alright, I can sip my tea in peace and know that terrorists aren't outside waiting to blow my house up? Like, what do you want?
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
But I think when you keep pushing forward and keep like demanding that kind of Muslims answer this question as to what makes you British, or are you a British Muslim, or this kind of, it creates more problems than it supposedly tries to solve. Or I think it just divides people more. Like, I'd much rather live in a country not where everyone abided by the same values, but where everyone was just nice. Like, why do we have to make things so complex and complicated? Oh, you need to do this, and if you don't do that, you need to do this, you need to learn my language, and then like, what about if I'm just a nice person? No, is that not good enough? That not good enough for you? Like, I smile at you when I see you. I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think my family's better than your family. I help you out if I see you in need. Neighbours helping neighbours. Is this not a world that everyone would want to live in, rather than, oh, do you identify as the same thing as I identify as? Or, because certain things in your culture or your religion or other things, it worries me, and that's not the same. So we need to make sure that we're all on the same playing field, batting for the same side. We're all on the same side. We're on the side of human beings, of humanity. And it's like, why do we just insist on asking just irrelevant questions that they're not solving any big world problems that are out there, like poverty or wars or things like that? I don't see it bringing us together. I really don't. I don't think we're going to come together based on labels or based on titles or identification. I think what will bring humans together, and not just Britain or just the world, you know, because you got to think big out here. What will bring the world together is when we just realize that just to treat each other. I mean, it's a prophetic saying. Like, it's not only did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say this, but you know, Jesus alayhi salam said this as well. Just treating the neighbor or treating others as you yourself would want to be treated. You know, just I know it sounds, you know, a bit cliche or a bit, you know, oh, bloody heard that one before. But sometimes these sayings that they're so kind of common. It's because they've got a lot of truth to them. There's a reason they never went out of fashion, because they hold a lot of truth. So imagine this, if everyone, let's imagine this, everyone in the world treated each other as they themselves would like to be treated. Just imagine a world where people did that. Like, politicians wouldn't bring forth any laws that they themselves wouldn't want to live under. Policemen wouldn't be killing people because they themselves wouldn't want to be killed over like a parking ticket. Just the infinite wonders that will come from this simple thing of just treating others as you yourself would want to be treated. And that's what Islam teaches. I mean, you know, you see Muslims out there that are not living by it, but that's because no one's perfect. This whole thing of British Muslims and what does it mean to be a British Muslim, and demanding the answer to this question and you know, almost forcing people to become more British, or you know, this vague question as to whatever the right answer to that is. It's not doing anything except dividing people and making people feel that they have to change who they are in order to be accepted, and only problems are going to come from that. Only more and more problems are going to come from that. So I think, you know, my humble opinion as someone living in Britain for 24 years, I think, like I say, I feel stupid even for having to question myself. Like, well, Khalid, are you really British? Like, the innumerable amount of questions I ask myself on a daily basis, self-reflection, things like this, like, am I sincere? All these kind of deep questions that improve a human being's soul, I believe. And then I'm asking myself, like, Khalid, are you British? Are you really British? Like, who cares? Who cares if I'm British? Yes, I was born here. Same way if I was born in Saudi Arabia, I'd be Arab. Like, I'd still be a human being, though, you know, trying to be a good person. Who cares where I'm from? Who cares like what my preference of like food is, or like cultural entertainment, or just any crap like that? It's just like, am I a nice human being? Let's just kind of judge people on that, whether they're nice human beings or not where they come from, what religion they follow, what. There's nonsense like that. Let's really try and prioritize what steps we need to take in order to make this world a better place, because getting people to answer questions about nationalism and this kind of nonsense here, it's not going to get us anywhere. So that was my little rant. I was playing with the camera lid this whole time because that was it was helping me propel my conversation. But anyway, thank you guys for listening, and let me know in the comments below what you think it means to be a British Muslim. I think Channel 4 is doing a show called Extremely British Muslims. They invited me tomorrow. What day is that? Today's the 19th. Yeah, they invited me tomorrow, Channel 4, to come down to the studios. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I might do. If I do, I'll vlog it. If not, then I won't. But yeah, so that's going to be on TV soon. So maybe let's just get this conversation started now. I might do a video after that video is released on Channel 4. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Inshallah, I'll see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To all my brothers and sisters across the world, the peace and blessings be upon you all. I'm going to order some fish and chips.